So how do you resist globalism and how do you resist statism? You resist them through decentralization and nullification. Now, as terms of immigration, what I would say there is that in a private property society, the only borders that would exist would be the borders around your property. And then you would have full determination over who enters or can't enter into that property. Now we don't live in a fully private property society by any stretch. We have public property, and that's a conundrum. It's a very tricky idea, but one way to look at public property is that it really is the property of the citizens, the people or taxpayers. That's whose property it is. So to just invite anybody into the country or to allow them come in without an invitation is to infringe on the rights of those taxpayers. It's effectively saying it's a violation of the non-aggression principle. It's saying your property has no meaning and there is no property here. So we're going to do whatever. We're going to let these people in unvetted, unfiltered, completely unfettered immigration. What we should have is local control over immigration. And that is to say, if California, I'm for decentralization. So if California wants to have an open border with Mexico and they decide to do that, then that's their business. They should do it. But if Idaho wants to close their border to these same immigrants, they should be able to do it. And this goes down to the local level. If a certain city or town within California doesn't want unfettered immigration into their locality, then they should have that right. The idea here is that there's no way to get out from under this totalitarianism without decentralization and nullification. So, as I say, private property is the ultimate principle. The question of public property is a very tricky one. But in most cases, you can look at public property as, first of all, property that's been wrested from the taxpayers against their will and given to the state, so that it's already stolen property to begin with, and then on top of being stolen, it's being thrown wide open to whoever might take it. So I know that's not necessarily the most congenial view with reference to some libertarians. I'd call them left libertarians at best, who argue for utterly open borders, and they say, you need to have liberty, but liberty doesn't mean I can infringe on your property rights. That's